Hello, Jess Too Good here, back from our video, and today I'm reviewing the LEGO Speed Champions 2016 set, the Ford F-150 Raptor and Ford Model A Hot Rod. It has 664 pieces, 4 minifigures, and it retails for $50 in the United States, where it's a Toys R Us exclusive. So now let's take a look at those minifigures. So our first minifigure is one of my favorites of the whole Speed Champions line, which is just this little car enthusiast here. Why do I like it so much? Well, that's because of his exclusive torso print. I wish they would do more shirts like this in this line, where it's a car enthusiast shirt that just has the logo and it's casual wear. I love the flannel printing on there, and it's actually really detailed for what it is. Other than that, his face is very basic, as well as all his other clothes, and he does have 2 little gloves on his hands. Next up is this Ford driver, and he has the same torso in that smaller Ford set. Other than that, his face print is very basic and a very common one, but he does have that little helmet. Next up is this little welder, which I also like. And what's cool about him is that his little helmet, not only is it a rare piece, but it has no printing whatsoever. So it varies from the Minifigure Series 11 version. But you can see his face print underneath, and he does have the little welder kind of a material right there. The last one is this little flag man right here. I like his double-sided stickered flag because a lot of the flags in this line aren't double-sided. And he does have that little casual jacket, which I really do like, as well as a casual hat. There's a lot of builds in this set. Not only do you get the 2 cars, but you also got this whole kind of winning circle / mechanic area, as well as some other side builds. So let's take a look at the cars first. So here's the Ford F-150 Raptor with the transportation hole attached to the back. Let's separate that, and that easily separates with this little bolt joint. And here is a build for the Raptor. You can see that it's actually really kind of big. Even with the scale they present in this Speed Champions line, maybe it's just a little bit too big. But still, I don't mind that so much. And I love just the design and how they captured this. One reason why it's so tall and standing up is because it has a nice suspension feature. That is so cool. I like how they made that. They used some rubber bands and some kind of Technic pieces right on the side right there. And it works perfectly. It won't break or anything like that. The only thing is that you may see these little rubber bands from the side, which, I don't know, that might tick off a few people, especially considering it's a red one. I wish they would have used maybe a blue color. Other than that, you can see there's some really cool details on here. I like some of the stickers actually look really cool. Others look a little bit awkward, like these front kind of headlights. I don't know. Not only do they lack a kind of shine, but I think they're facing too much, not really forward, but too much on the side right here. I don't know. There's probably not really a way they could fix that. I do love the recognizable Ford kind of front plate right there. That's something that, when you see the Raptor, you're like, oh, that's just what it has. And they also have this little license plate on the bottom right here. There's also some other stickers. Like, these 2 are actually separate stickers, so you gotta be delicate with them. On the side, it doesn't have any opening car doors, but I do like kind of the design they use for the car doors. I think actually with both of these Ford sets, the design for the car doors look really good. So looking at the pickup area of the vehicle, you can see there's probably room to put a lot of equipment or whatever you want to really transport. Also, there's this nice feature with this back part, which I do like, that little stickered piece. There's actually 2 separate ones on there. But you just kind of push this down, and since it's on some hinges, you can load stuff in there as you'd like. So that's really neat, and there's also space for 1 minifigure inside the vehicle. You could easily remove the roof just like that. And it's pretty deep inside there, but you can still fit one in there and take it out easily. So that's it for this vehicle as a whole. And let's take a look at the whole transportation part. So the platform, which has 2 wheels, just kind of attaches to the Raptor pretty easily. It snaps on like that. You can see there's enough room to fit the Model A Hot Rod, which I guess let's take a look at that vehicle. The build for the Model A Hot Rod captures that classic look very well. I like the printed parts that they include, which include these front little 1x1 tiles with kind of this silver finish to them. That's a nice printed part, as well as these little car doors on both sides, which have these kind of flame printing on them. They have this removable engine, which actually could be switched out for another engine, which we'll show that play feature later on. But you can see on the side they have the little Ford stickered on logo, which looks pretty neat. And I love how they built this up, where they have the 2 little smaller wheels on the front and then the bigger wheels on the back, so it gives it that slanted look, but it rolls just perfectly. There's also these little exhaust engines on the side, which are hinged, so you can move them up and down as you'd like. And you can see a look at the back, which has a little license plate, as well as a look at the front, which also has a license plate. And other than that, they have this little opening canopy right here, which it's easy to just remove the whole thing, and you can see the only windshield right here is just a 1x4 brick, unfortunately. But inside, there's about room for one minifigure. Other than that, it's interesting to note that this is one of the only Speed Champions vehicles that have opening doors, which, of course, you could open those car doors just like that. So overall, very quaint and nice looking vehicle, and I'll show off the play feature with the Ford F-150 Raptor. And so the play feature is loading up the Model A hot rod onto the platform, which you can see it fits on perfectly, and then you could put these little clamps here so it won't fall off. And that's really it. Very simple feature, but it works cool on transporting the vehicle all around. So now let's go on to the more play set type build of the set. So there's a lot of separate little builds in the set so that you could create a scene. This part right here is actually like a little winning circle, but it also doubles as a mechanic area. But let's start off with this big kind of a countdown meter. I like how this kind of has a play feature where you could flip the frying pans, even though they're not supposed to be frying pans, and reveal the lights so that you could count down the racer or whatever. So ideally you would want to flip them all to this side and then reveal each one by one. Other than that, they have these big set of lights on the top right there, and two stickers that say Ford on it. So that's pretty neat. And next build we'll take a look at is this little claw for the engine. So the little engine replacement mechanism is this nice claw-like design, which rotates 360 degrees, and it's on a few hinge pieces, so you could move it up and down or position it whichever way you like. But they give you two separate engines. One's already on the Model A right now as we speak. So all you have to do is swap it out by taking it off like that. And they also give you this little kind of transportation vehicle, so you can put it easily on their vehicle like that and transport it around. And then you would take this little engine right here, maybe position the claw just like that, and then place it in this middle part. And easy replacement. So I really like that little kind of build and everything right there. And you can see this new engine has 4 of those really cool printed 1x1 circular tiles with the shine on them. So last part is the winning podium and the workshop. You can see the winning podium is a very simple build, but I do like it. I like how they have these little stud nut on top technique steps right there, as well as like this little panel piece with a sticker on it. A nice little trophy build as well, which is similar to one of the ones in the $15 set. And you can see it just has that pearl gold roller blade right there, roller skate. 2 flags with stickers on them, unfortunately not on both sides. Now on this side right here, it's more of a workshop build. You got lots of tools and even a little broom right there. A gauge right here, which is in that center part. And then you got a cabinet full of tools, some drawers full of tools. There's just tools everywhere. Tools. And then you got a little fire extinguisher and what looks to be like a little saw. So that's it for the builds, and now onto the box and then the final verdict. The box is a nice $50 box size. There's 3 pretty big instruction booklets, and trust me, this was a pretty long build. Overall, there's not much to complain about in this set. I think it's probably the best value in this whole Speed Champions line, because you get 664 pieces for $50. Yeah, it's only 2 vehicles, but I love the play set that they include with the little winning circle and kind of mechanic area, as well as the 2 vehicles because they're so unique. The Model 8 Hot Rod, I think, is just such a peculiar build that they translated perfectly into Lego form. The Ford F-150 Raptor doesn't look perfect. For example, I don't really like these little side lights right here on how those turned out. But other than that, besides very few flaws, I really like how it came out, especially with its suspension feature, which works perfectly and is very fun to play around with. So I think this is a great deal for kids and adults alike who are car enthusiasts. So I'll rate this set an A. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later.